All right, we're backstage at Boots with Josh Ross, First Taste of Gone, On a Different Night, newest singles Trouble, so on and so on. Yeah. First off, I wore my Josh Ross hat.
Got the Trouble hat on.
I got the Trouble hat on. Awesome. You know, you're having so much success, but you're still new to the game and that you're young and everything. Is it weird to see people wearing T-shirts and hats with your logo?
It's cool. What's really cool is like for a lot of years I made my own merch. And then, now we've like gone through a couple of like designs and merch and stuff like that. So to see like a hat like that, which was like a special one that we actually never have sold, and then you'll see like some of the first ones that got like different logos on them and stuff. And I can like tell which year the merch was from, and it's been really special to see that. It's cool.
Very cool.
Yeah.
You went to Western.
Correct.
On a football scholarship. Yeah. Your dream at that time was to play in the CFL.
Correct. Yeah. Yeah. I thought sports was the thing. And, I really thought that, it was the cool thing growing up, and that's just what I wanted to do. And I was lucky enough to, get my education through Western and be able to play some sports there too. And
was music always in the background though? Your head?
I've always been very musically like influenced, whether it be, just listening to music. I would always like sing at karaoke bars or like be around my friends and like jokingly, cover songs and stuff like that, but never really took it seriously until like I was in my second, third year at Western and then really, just was like, I really love this, and I think there's an opportunity for this, and it was a quick transition, really.
What was your karaoke go-to?
Oof, that's tough.
It's midnight. You've had a few pops.
Probably honestly like a Three Doors Down song.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, like Here Without You or something like that.
Right on, right on. So. I also heard that you used to sing in the weight room.
I did. Yeah, I had Mrs. Lloyd actually was her name. She was she worked in the office at my high school, but she'd always come to the weight room to work out at the end of the day, and I was always being there. And I always remember singing like "Your Man" by Josh Turner and like some of those songs, and she'd be like, you're not that bad. You should try to sing or whatever. And I never took it seriously, and then 3-4 years later, I ended up making the transition over to the music. So
I've asked every artist that I've had the privilege of interviewing today, and I'm going to continue to throughout the weekend. It's about a 50-50 split right now. Do you remember the first song you ever wrote, and can you sing me a line from that song? About 50% of the people have been able to do it.
It was called Cheap Red Wine, and I wrote it with my buddy Will Finch. And the chorus was like, went to the lake on Friday night, sitting on a riverbank side by side. Never seen the stars shine so bright, beautiful sparkle in your eyes. Was like part of it.
It's good. Right on, right on. 2008, you make the trip to Nashville. Did I hear that Aaron Goodvin played a part in that journey?
2017-18, yeah. He brought me down to Nashville to book me a bunch of rights. Him and his wife Victoria Goodvin, really great people, and yeah, really just like put me in rooms that I needed to meet. People I met. A guy named Mason Thornley that I write a lot of my songs with. I met him on my like 4th or 5th write in town, and to this day still writes most of my songs with me, and it's been really cool to see like what they did for me and how much that's carried over to what's going on now.
Yeah. You moved to Nashville the night of a tornado. Mm-hmm. What's that story?
Yeah, so I had moved. I moved to Nashville, and I was still taking trips back home, and I was trying to still make money in Canada, and then go back to Nashville and like have enough money to like stay. And I made a decision to like actually fully pack up all my stuff and get a U-Haul and trailer and all that, and drove to Nashville. I remember I went to Whiskey Jam, which is like an event in town, and I got home, and about, I think it was like maybe 12:30, sirens started going off, and there's my first tornado experience, which was a little terrifying, but
yeah, is it a sign?
That's what everyone was like. It's like, that's your sign, and you can either take it a good way or a bad way. So I've taken it, I think, a good way. So yeah.
And you go to the States, you can't work.
Yeah.
Officially.
Yeah.
So you must have been doing odd jobs to scrape up some money. What were some of the stranger things?
I was telling people today is like I was building furniture, so Facebook Marketplace was awesome, and I'd pretend like my coffee table was for sale. I'd sell for like $200, and then the next day I'd go to like Home Depot, buy all the wood, build it, stain it, and then tell them to come pick it up the next day. And I did that. I remember one time I was doing like 3-4 tables a day, which was awesome because I got to pay my rent and pay for songs. But yeah, it was really cool.
Right on, right on. Your first major performance was here at Boots and Hearts back in 2017, and you said that you threw up backstage because you were so nervous.
I always remember like I threw up before like my first like football games, and then Boots. I always remember I literally like darted off the stage, threw up quick, and then went out and sang. And it's crazy. It's crazy.
You performed last night at Boots.
Yeah.
Did the same thing happen?
I did not throw up last night.
That's good.
I enjoyed last night a lot. It was just so freaking cool. Like it was just a very full circle moment. It's crazy that it was literally 6 years to the day. Like
Is that right?
It was a Thursday when I did the emerging artist thing in 2017, and it was a Thursday last night. It was very special.
And so obviously last night was different than the first time you played.
Yes.
So what was going through your head last night?
You know, it's always interesting. You play your first couple songs, and you're not sure, you know, if everybody knows the songs and the words, and it was almost immediate that I was like, this is going to be a great night. So we opened up the show with a song called Tall Boys, and you know, right away I was like, these people know the song, and then even songs that are like super old that we played that, you know, I thought people would, you know, kind of pass over, and they knew them, which was awesome.
And they do know the songs because you're the leading CCMA nominee
Crazy.
this year, 6 nominations.
Crazy.
And CMA Ontario Awards, you won the Rising Star Award not that long ago. Now, you didn't make it to the awards because you were doing gigs or something.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, we had a show in Nashville. Yeah.
There was talk of your mom and dad going. Did they make it there?
No, but I had some family friends went for me. Yeah. My mom and dad ended up not going. They came to see me play, and they had like CMA Fest in Nashville, and I had a bunch of shows for that, and we were trying to get ready for the Nickelback tour, and so.
So how did you know that you won? Did someone call you and go, Josh, guess what just happened?
Yeah, for the Nickelback. I have rumors that we were going to do it. I'd known Chad for a little bit, and we had the same management team, and but yeah, I got a FaceTime call and basically being like, are you good if you want to go on tour? And I was like, oh, heck yeah. So it was really cool, very special.
You played the Opry last month. What was that like?
It was just kind of surreal. I mean, so many of my like idols have, you know, been through that, you know, stepped in the circle and the room, and it was overwhelming. I had a lot of family there, friends there, and very special just to see, you know, where a lot of people start their career, and then, you know, people that have been inducted in, and it was really just a, you know, dream kind of night. It was kind of like a weird experience where you're like kind of playing, and it's like, you know, you're playing, but I feel like I was like in the room in a weird way. Like it was, you know, it was very special. But yeah, I'm very, very blessed that the Opry invited me, and hopefully I get to get back there soon.
Did you get sick before the Opry gig?
I didn't know. I did not, which is good.
That's good.
Yes,
you know.
I'm getting better at the whole throwing up before then.
That's how you know you made it.
Yeah.
Right there. So you mentioned the Nickelback thing. You're the opening act for Nickelback, and you know, it's a little different this weekend because Nickelback is into the country crowd.
Yeah.
But when you tour with Nickelback, you know, it's more rock audiences. Do you have to adjust your set a little bit to?
I'll do a little bit. I mean, I still play First Taste of Gone, which is, you know, because it matters to me a lot, and vocally it's one of my favorite songs to sing. But you know, definitely, I Ain't Doing Jack, which is a song that I recently put out. It was kind of I was like, hey, I want like a heavier, more rock song for the Nickelback tour, and didn't really, not thinking like, oh, this would end up being a, you know, single that we put out, and so right now we put that out, and it's cool because we have Brantley Gilbert in the middle, which is a really great fit. So it's like I feel like I'm kind of that country rock pop mixture of everything. I'm very confused sonically. I just love so many different things, and I honestly just gravitate towards what I like, and so it's cool. I get to kind of play that, and then Brantley's, you know, the country rock, and then you obviously have Nickelback with the rock. So,
what have you learned from the Nickelback guys as a performer?
How to treat a crowd, I think, is the biggest thing. Like, you know, how to engage people, bring them in and out, and you know, when to take your breaks, when to say things, when to not. I've watched, you know, him de-escalate fights and all that kind of stuff too, and Chad's such a professional. I'm very, very, very lucky to be, you know, I watched every show so far on tour, so it's been really special.
Awesome. So you got the Nickelback tour. What's next over the next 6 to 12 months? Yeah,
we're you know, gearing up for more songs by the end of the year, and my goal right now is to have an album out kind of near the top of next year, and then we go out with Bailey Zimmerman, which is gonna be awesome, starting in February for about 4 months. So you know, Bailey and I have been really getting along, just kind of enjoying each other's, you know, artistry and work, and I'm excited. I got to pop over and watch him play here in a little bit, and really looking forward to just playing shows. So.
The latest single that's blown up the charts is Trouble.
Yeah.
What's the most trouble you ever got in as a kid that you could talk about?
I probably got my mouth washed with a bar of soap or something. You know? But no, I feel like I feel like when I got in my 20s is when I really started to maybe act out a little bit. I feel like I was always a decent kid, which it's nice that I was a good kid, but then you're also in your 20s, you're an adult making, you know, decisions and stuff. But I've never really gotten like super trouble. More like probably school, as class clown a little bit, or that kind of stuff. But
that feels like your most vulnerable song.
Yeah,
so far,
definitely is.
lyrically.
Yeah, no, trouble is just a real, came from a real place, and it came from me. I was, in and out of a relationship for a long period of time, and kind of, thinking that person could save me, and ultimately, what I've learned is that you can only really save yourself. And but the song "Trouble" was the, if you could, would you just come back home? Because baby, I'm in trouble, and that was the truth about it. So.
Well, they often say people are the next big thing. Josh, I think you're the big thing.
I appreciate
You're doing
that.
really, really well.
Thank
It's a pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure. Thank you, guys. I appreciate
Josh
y'all having me.
Ross.
Thank you. We'll see you soon.
Backstage at Boots
Let's
and
go.
Hearts.
We'll see you. Thank you.
Awesome.